made this last year, but it was censored.
Is the LGBT movement a form of population control? I mean, given the obvious, one could agree as such. Could they not? With the transgender aspect seemingly permanently
sterilizing
if the individual decides to undergo hormone replacement therapy. The idea that the LGBT movement is a
form of population control
isn't so far off of an opinion. When an individual undergoes hormone replacement therapy, whereby they're taking more synthetic hormone that combats their biologically dominant hormone, like estrogen for women, testosterone for men, they are now sterile or without the ability to procreate, shoot blanks, in layman's terms. Given this fact, why push this on kids who don't even know if they want to have kids yet in their future? You can't determine that for them because it seems so. When a kid is undergoing some sort of tomboy phase for girls, vice versa, it seems like there's a push to suggest the idea that the child might be transgender and should seek gender affirmation services. I think that's wrong. I've been hearing situations in which my friends who have kids are going through their normal tomboy phase, or one might be more interested in the feminine approach at life, and their respective school's reaction is to immediately put them on some sort of hormone blocker because they might very well may be trans. I don't.
How self-aware that individual is. How are you able to make such a drastic decision on your body?
They cannot grasp the long-term effects of the future and who they might be 5 years from then. I remember reading somewhere that stated 83% of gay people are gay because of childhood trauma. They're not born gay. This article leaves out the trans aspect of the study, which I found interesting because it seems as though it's an invariable percentage because of how much it fluctuates due to potential coercion or product of environment assimilating into a sexuality choice that might stem from someone else, not the actual individual. What do you think the other 17% could be? And why do they leave out trans? I can surmise that the 17% that are gay consist of a few sub-layers with different branches of causality or reasons, stretching from a simple yet cumbersome issue like a lack of a parental figure in their life to more grotesque and physically abusive traumas, whether mental or emotional, involving essays or grapes. But you can also tie this into or incorporate trends as well right into that aspect. I remember seeing a clip by one of my role models, Blair White.
She would be the catalyst who would essentially reflect on my transition. I originally called the best, stupidest decision I've ever made in my entire life to it was a trauma response catalyzed by my ex-husband. What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them. Have a good day.